Hey guys, how are you guys doing today? So we're gonna do another haul, kind of in this new style that I've been doing. Um, I do plan to be back on camera. I've just kind of been feeling like laying low for a while, but I wanted to show you guys some things that I have recently got. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm gonna start with, I kind of put these here just for like some somewhat nicer background, but I'm gonna come back to these in a minute. These are my Scentbird subscriptions, but we'll come back to that. I'm going to start with these. So the way I'm showing these now, it's not doing it justice at all. I really should like show you guys what they look like in their entirety, but I like to go to TJ Maxx and Marshalls a lot, but I've kind of been falling a little bit out of love with going there that often. I still like to go there, but I haven't been going there as intensely lately as I once was, but I did find these and I really like these. These are, I have, I think one other thing from this brand, maybe a couple other things, Raw. I think this is a good brand from what I know. They are a pair of cargo pants and they are 31 by 32. They were on clearance for $48. These are spectacular. They fit really well. They fit really well. I tried them on. I usually always try clothes on. They're not skinny, like they're not skinny jeans, but they are a little bit tapered. They kind of have bigger pockets up here, but aside from any of that, they fit like a glove. I was a little worried that they were going to be too small because I'm anywhere from a waist size 30 to 32. And so sometimes 31s might be a little snug, but these fit really well. I tried them on, I'm like, okay, I can't not get them. So I am very excited about these, trying to fold them nicely with one hand. Very excited to have these. At the checkout, while I was waiting, I found this. This is San Tropez. I always used to call it Saint Tropez, and people always corrected me. I should start calling it that just for fun. But anyway, San Tropez. This is a self-tan. It smells really good, actually. And the thing is, I, for a while, had stayed away from this, like, kind of the watery kind. But lately, what I've been doing, I haven't tanned for a while because I'm getting my surgery. Anytime before I get any kind of plastic surgery, I usually stop sunless tanning like 2 weeks in advance at least, just so that way my skin is like clean for the not that it's not clean if there was tanner on it, but just so my skin is like extra clean for the surgery. And anyway, it might be fine, but my first nose job doctor told me to like wait a few weeks before to not have a sunless tan. Anyway, okay, so I haven't used it yet, but I like this style of sunless tanner for the face. It's actually very easy to use, and the results are, even though you don't see where it goes, well, I use a lot of the moisturizers for the face. You don't see where it goes, like it's not the color guided ones. But anyway, I've been using this, and this is what got me realizing that I like it. The water-based ones or whatnot. This is from Tan Luxe, the water, and I was thinking, okay, well, I'll just get another one of these. So I kind of had that on my agenda of things to do. So this one I had, and this one I have been using and really liking. I use a few different ones, but this has kind of been my latest favorite. So I thought, all right, well, I'll try this one. So it'll be kind of a cool thing to use. I would take the lid off, like, well, I can't take the cap off. It smells good. Again, it's called Purity Vitamins. It does kind of have like a very vitamin C kind of smell. It smells nice. So I'm excited to use that after my surgery. But I got this a while ago before I even decided or knew that I was going to get the surgery or whatever. This is from iRestore, and I use the iRestore laser helmet. I highly 100% recommend that, like with everything that as strong as recommendations can go, I 100% recommend the iRestore laser helmet, like 100%. Just don't walk, run. Like it works. It works. Anyway, so I definitely feel loyalty to this brand, and I wanted to start micro rolling or derma rolling. And so I got this, but then I haven't used it yet. I also got the cleaner that goes with it. There are some other cheaper alternatives of this. Like this costs maybe a little bit more, but I really like this brand, and I wanted to get this one, so I just spent the money and got this one. I haven't used it yet, and I'm planning to use it like a few weeks after my surgery. I'm not sure how long you have to wait after a hair transplant to use something like this, but I will wait that time frame and then incorporate it in. I have a pretty good hair maintenance routine, so I have learned that if something's not broke, don't fix it. So I'm not, at one time I was like throwing everything in the kitchen sink into my routine, but now I'm kind of like, I like what I'm doing. I am getting like really great results. I don't want to mess it up, but if there's something that's going to make my hair even thicker, I wouldn't mind, you know, maybe doing something else too. So I have some skincare stuff to show you guys, but I'll show you this. So this is a fragrance atomizer. Okay, I got it from Amazon and looks cool. I like the lines on it. I like that it was gold, and I think the fragrance that I'm going to use, which I think I talked about this before. This is probably talked about this several times. This is Crystal number 23 by Alt, and it smells just like Baccarat. It smells just so similar, and I really like this. This is one of my favorite fragrances to wear. I really like this a lot, and I thought, hey, this might look kind of cool in this bottle. And then while I'm on the topic of fragrances, I will do these. It was monthly, but then I switched it to every 3 months. That just seemed to work a little bit better for me. Like one time I forgot to choose a fragrance and I got one that I wasn't like, you know, just kind of a random, anyway, I don't mind a random fragrance, but anyway, I've just been doing, maybe I'll switch back to monthly, but right now I just have it as every 3 months, and you know, that works out okay. So these are my 3 fragrances that I have. This one I have the full bottle. I buy the full bottle of. I just sometimes like to have another little travel size of it. I have a travel size that I use and that I can refill. You can't, I don't think you can, you can't really refill these particular containers, which is kind of like silly. I'm like, well, I should make them to where you can refill them, because once you use it, it's done. Like you can't get the lid fully off. I don't want to mess it up. I think you might be able to pop this top part off, but then this, you can't get it off. Anyway, but I like this fragrance so much, even though I have the full size. I just thought, you know what, I like the thought of having another little travel size of this. So Cherry Punk Extract de Parfum, one of my all-time favorite fragrances. This it smells really nice. It smells like leather and cherries. And then Juice Icy Fizz. I think the name fits it pretty well. This is kind of the container that it comes in, which here that has a sticker on. See if I can take that off with one hand. There we go. Get that out. Smells nice. It smells kind of, I would say citrusy. Does it have citrus? Waiting for it to focus. Come on. Like, is it really that difficult to get this to focus? Like, I would think it would not be like that, like, monumental of a task for, like, the camera just to focus. Anyway, I was going to show you what's in it, but I like it, though. I like it. And then this one, I haven't worn this one as much yet, but I'm sure I'll wear it more. To Me Dusk. I kind of like, it's kind of funny, whenever I get new fragrances, I want to like them. I always want to like them, but then I always kind of think like, okay, if I like it enough, I'm going to have to buy a full bottle. And if I'm trying to like budget things out or whatever, you know, anyway, I've been buying, I showed you guys in my last video some of the new fragrances that I've been buying. So let me show you, okay, let me do this. This is kind of an unexpected thing, sort of. So I almost hesitate to even show this, honestly, because this will be like the one thing from this place that I will show. So I had heard about Temu, and I had heard about some people liking it, but I didn't really know a lot about it, and I always kind of stayed away from it. Just seemed kind of cheap and not good quality. So I'm like, well, I don't want a bunch of cheap stuff. You know, I'd rather I've done that where I've bought a bunch of less expensive things, but I'm like, okay, I'd rather, the goal is to buy more quality versus quantity. I'd rather have fewer things, but nicer things than a bunch of cheap stuff, just because that doesn't feel very good. So, but I had seen some people do some Temu hauls, and some of the Temu hauls, I'm like, okay, yeah, it seems kind of Temu-ish, but I had seen some people do it, and I'm like, wow, that actually, they got some really nice things in that one. So I had seen it gone both ways. I did a few different Temu orders, and I started getting the stuff in, and I hated pretty much everything I got in. I pretty much hated. I should return it. I don't know if I even can return it. I just am too. I just can't be bothered to like figure out how to do the return thing. I'm just like, I cannot. I don't want to deal with it. You know. I know that sounds horrible, but I have enough things going on that I'm like, I don't want another homework assignment. So I'm like, okay, I just won't buy anything from Temu again, because everything I got was so cheap and horrible, and I hated it. I'm like, that was a waste. But now I know. I don't regret it, because now I know. But one thing that came in that I actually really like, this maybe, not saying I'm going to shop there a bunch more really at all, but this kind of gave me some hope. This is a leather key holder, and it feels very good. I mean, it feels very like high-end. Like if I was in a store and this had like Coach or something on it, I would believe it. I would be like, yeah, it seems like it feels really good in your hand. And it's a key holder. Some like, okay, like this part up here, like this little thing, this chain's on there kind of cheap. Like, trying to see if I can show you. So I'm not saying it's like the end all be all with quality. I don't know. I'm trying to like look at it through the screen. Like this is just kind of like, okay, I'm not trying to critique it. I'm just saying like, okay, well now I got to show you. This is like hard here. Let me look at this off camera for a minute, and then can you see? Like, see how the way it's attached is just kind of, bro. Okay, this is like, I don't know, it's like not on the most, this thing is not on the most fancily, but overall, I like this item. It has like places for your cards here, and here, and even here. It just feels nice. It feels like a well-made item. I wasn't sure how I felt about these things, but then I was looking at some other key holders, and I think other ones have the same mechanism. Some of these were hard to like open. Like, I don't know if they painted them, and the paint, it's like it glued some of them together. So I had to really press some of these to open. And like this one, I had to press it so hard that's kind of dented in. But anyway, I really, despite even those aspects, I really just, I like it. I like it. I did try to put my keys in there, and it zips. The zipper on this is really nice too. It's like a good quality zipper. I was pleasantly surprised. I'm like, okay, like I had already decided I'm never gonna order anything from Temu again, and then this came in, and I'm like, wait, okay, this is actually pretty nice. So anyway, this I like. And what else was I was gonna tell you guys something else? Yeah, I haven't put my keys in it yet, just because this would add more bulk. You know, it would add more bulk because I can't put my car key inside, so I would still have to do something with my car key. Not that I mind more bulk if it's going to be organized, but because my car key can't fit in, I don't know, it just seems like I'm adding unnecessary space to what I carry. But anyway, I feel like maybe I do like this nonetheless, and maybe it will make sense for me to use it in the future. So anyway, so there's that. I could use it as a wallet, and then that would condense my wallet, but I like my wallet that I use, and I like having like my wallet separate, you know? So I want to I'd rather keep my wallet and then just have my keys separately, or still keep my wallet and then have my keys just for this. Anyway, I like my wallet, so I want to keep using my wallet. So there's that. And then, all right, so let me do this. This is a little book light that I got from Amazon. And I've used it. I haven't used it at night yet. I've been reading my books during the day, I suppose, or not during the day even, but when there's like other light. But I just thought it was kind of a cool little light. I haven't used it aside from just trying it out, but it has different light settings. It has kind of a more yellow light, which is kind of nice. And then it has more of like a blue light or like a white light. So I kind of tend to like the more yellow, like, you know, the more yellow base light or whatever. So that. And then it came with this charging cord. So it charges, that's how it charges. And then, all right, so some skincare stuff. This, I used to get it from like Target or somewhere, or Walmart I would get it from. Then they stopped carrying it at Walmart, so I would get it from Target, and then Walmart stopped carrying it, so I get this from Amazon. I don't know anywhere else that carries it, but this I use a lot. I use this every single day. This is Nivea Men's Hand, Face, and Body Lotion. I use this on my face as a facial moisturizer. I will use it on my body sometimes if my skin is dry, especially after I've used a sunless tanner. Sometimes, you know, that does dry your skin out. It is kind of worth it though, you know, even though it does dry your skin out. But I get this a lot. I have some other skincare things that I will show you guys, but this is kind of my base. If I didn't use anything else like for moisturization, this would be like, I would use this. Like the night before my surgery, I'm gonna use just this and nothing else, you know, and I probably won't even like put it really into my hairline, but there's that. And then also same thing, I just got some smaller containers of it, some more, I was gonna say travel size, but some smaller containers. Sometimes the smaller containers are nice. There's two, you can see, sometimes the smaller ones are nice because, I mean, I feel like I may get the bigger one because I know I'm gonna use it up. I've used it for years, but then there's something about the smaller ones where, because they're smaller, you feel like they get less contaminated less quickly, so there's that. But anyway, I just got both, so I thought I would show you guys that. And then this, I don't know if sometimes I get this from Target, sometimes I get it from Amazon. This is a collagen bank moisturizer. I mix it with my Nivea Men's moisturizer, just for my face skincare. And then also, this is hyaluronic acid serum, triple bounce serum by e.l.f. And I like it. I mix it in with my moisturizer as well. So I do this moisturizer, this, and then I also mix in some castor oil. I bought castor oil a while ago, and I use a little bit each day, but that bottle that I have is so big, and I use such a little amount each day that bottle is gonna last me a very long time. But that's kind of my base moisturization. I also have some eye cream. Actually, I need to order some more of my eye cream, but I have those. And then before I do any of that, I will use retinol, and I have two retinols that I alternate between. Usually it's every other day. These are the two I use. This one is a little more gentle. This one's a little bit more aggressive. This is Neutrogena's highest concentration target, you know, this is their highest concentration. So I think even somewhere on the box it says, trying to see, oh, here it is. Retinol Pro Plus. It is recommended for retinol users and not for beginners. So, because it is more intense, and you kind of have to work up. I could talk a long time about this. Not that I'm the expert on all this, but you kind of have to start out. You kind of have to work up to like how your skin. I don't know if tolerate is the right word, maybe, but when you start using retinol improves your skin, but your skin goes through a phase where it gets worse before it gets better. Your skin might get more irritated and red, and there's going to be like an adjustment period. So if you stop using it, you're going to have to kind of go through that adjustment period again. So retinol is more of a commitment. It's not something that you use just once as a treatment. If you only use it just once, it's probably going to irritate your skin and you're not going to get the benefit of it. But after you, and I'm not giving any professional advice, obviously, but after you keep using it, your skin acclimates to it, that's when your skin's going to improve because of it. That's what I got. I wanted to show you guys this, and I will say thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.